Robert Paddington shit. I can't wait to talk about his porno.
Oh, I'm
Dude,
intrigued.
I'm down for the fluff.
It's for the art. It's for the art. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Here we go again.
We're supposed to be a unit.
Sigma unit.
Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Derek, and you were watching Beyond the Gamer. I'm here with Josh, Dave, and Jordan, where we get together and we game and we talk about things beyond the game. Today is really pretty awesome because we also have a fifth, and we're pretty much gonna introduce him and get right into the conversation. So our fifth today is good friend Matt. Everybody say hello to Matt. How you doing?
Hi, Matt.
So, Matt,
Hey boys,
You?
how's it going, boys? I'm doing great. How's everybody?
chilling, man. Good to have you on.
Oh yeah.
He's like our first guest that is not like a local
He's the
around
first
us.
guest. That's an actual guest.
Am
Yeah,
I the first Jewish guest? Am I the first Jew you guys have had on this programming?
I think so.
L'chaim. All right, boys. Mazel tov.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't deny or confirm that, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
That's true.
I'm
Let's just
pretty-
say it.
Yeah.
It's true.
I know. I've known. How long have we known each other, Matt? For
So days.
days.
Right?
I've known him for
There's
2 days.
definitely
I just
days in there, a few months, a couple years. I think maybe 2 years actually.
I think I met him on OnlyFans.
Wow.
Yes.
Like Josh.
Love the content too much.
No, it was
I had to
good.
have
That's
him.
why he had to delete it.
We don't know for a while through streaming.
Mixer, man.
Mixer days. I know I don't want to bring that up with Matt. He's a little upset.
Fucking Microsoft.
But
Hey,
yeah,
but
man.
can I get into that? Because I feel like that's got to be real hard, especially for like the smaller streamers that are trying to come out. Like you build somewhat of a community and then just start all over. That's kind of how it was.
Pretty much. You can honestly, it's very specific. So if that does fit you, if you had a small community of about like 12 to 30 people, it was very difficult. But if you were like me who had nothing, it's the same shit. I went to a new place. I'm just doing the same shit I was doing before. It's like, oh, okay. I'm just doing it on Twitch now. All right. Let's go. Milestone, first 10. All right.
Yeah.
But there were some people that I know we knew that like had a pretty big building on there, decent building on there, and they had the choice of either going to Facebook and being partnered automatically or finding a new platform, basically.
Yeah.
And I know for some people that was pretty rough, but yeah, like same as me. Like obviously I was like, oh, okay, well, actually I switched before it even happened.
Hell yeah. Fuck
So
you, Mixer.
Fuck you, Mixer.
Yeah, there was like a thing though. If you were partnered on Mixer, you got a free trial period where they would monitor you for the first 3 months to see if you could keep your partnership. And if it wasn't something that really grew their brand or anything like that and brought the views in there, so you weren't growing them, I don't know. There was things you had to maintain X amount of viewers, shit like that, and you could lose your partnership. So like people who were in that situation, that's the people that I really cared for. Like, you know, I was doing the same shit. There were people, but some of them found success in other things. And honestly, Twitch is a huge community. Some went to YouTube, and yes, it's harder to be seen when you're a little dude. But when you have a little bit of trajectory and you got people viewing there and you're used to talking to people and you have people engaging, it allows you to get into that kind of those eyes. But I don't know, man. If you ask me, if you really want to grow, you got to be doing YouTube videos and then streaming so that your views on YouTube are always there to people to rewatch and get you your views on your Twitch or whatever you're streaming to grow it.
I think a big part of like streaming or any like making that kind of stuff is big social media. So just putting yourself out on like every type of platform you can, every type of social media, which sucks. And that's like the biggest grind of doing it is because I'm terrible at social media. And
Yes.
that's it's confirmed.
It's crazy.
You're great. You're great at it.
Have you seen
It
his
seems
Twitter?
like it's one of those things where you have to like cross. Like if you're streaming, you got to be on the Instagram and Twitter, and so it's almost like you have to bundle it all into one big social media you have to do to promote yourself. It just sounds it's crazy.
Well,
I'm sure it takes a lot of time and whatnot.
You could not, because like I don't, and it's just you just don't like really grow like you do. But that is a good point to bring up. I'll be very honest. This is how I truly think about it. You need to separate yourself from how everybody does it, because the world of social media is fake as fuck. People are just as stressed, just as sad, and just as self-conscious as anybody else. But on their social media, they put on this fake persona of everything's perfect, and then other people try to strive to get that. But they lie to you. They're like, "Oh, I love you so much. Grow together." When they're like, "Be there for me, bitch, or I will kill you." Like if you aren't there for them whatsoever, they disappear. And I found out that if you don't like 100% like love everybody, support, yay, and you just chill and talk with the people that you really like, and you aren't always in their chat, eventually the real ones will be chilling with you, and those are the people that you support. Go in there when you have the time to go into their thing. Just don't leave a window open for everybody, because that's not you being there engaging with them. Fucking be there or be nothing, motherfucker. Be real.
You heard it from Matt.
Suck a butt, a fart.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's the biggest thing about social media is the you don't see behind the scenes of like what they actually think or what they actually care about. But it's almost like that rapper that he's not gonna do whatever the mainstream is. He's gonna do him, and eventually he's gonna make it.
You got the support, and that's why I like hanging out with the guys and playing games and just kicking back, because these are the guys in my support, like the rocks right here. Those guys are gonna roll with you, and everybody else that's just for the likes. And Derek puts on fake eyelashes, so for the gram, I don't know why he does that, but
I can't help that I haven't
He
matched.
still wears his glasses.
yeah, slut.
Show off those lashes, man.
I do
At them lashes, yo.
So I gotta ask, actually, shit. I don't know if you've ever played sports before. My first time meeting you, first time, long time. Do you have a number if you played sports, or do you just have a number that you think about?
9. Sometimes
Why
I'm
9?
sitting there at night in bed and I'm just thinking 9. You know what I'm saying?
I like this
And
guy.
I wake up
No,
and I'm like,
I don't know.
nah, but seriously, like,
You're just looking for your 6?
no, I'll be honest. It's kind of a sad story, but like, I guess a little end of upcomings. When I was a child, my best friend and his father's favorite number was 9, and I was like, man, I wish I had a dad here so we could enjoy a number together. I'll just adopt theirs. So I just adopted 9, and from now, that was my lucky number. That's the number that I like. When I see 9, I'm like, shit, this is home.
My man. That's what I do too. I take people's shit. I want it.
I'm not creative, motherfucker.
Great number.
You
Thanks
like
for bringing it up. I miss you, Dad.
Why?
That is a good one. I don't think any of us had a really deep meaning to our numbers like that.
Nope.
What did you guys just like? Is
You
it
win.
like you guys' favorite sports? Like your favorite player growing up, or is it like if your number? But here's the thing: is like my brother's numbers on his teams growing up, because like I did hear of sports once, but I never really played them.
That one time.
I'm the type of guy though. Like if I'm watching someone playing baseball, I'm like, well, fuck this. I want to play, so I'll be like, yo, let's go fucking throw the ball around or some shit. Like when I was a kid, I had a baseball field in my backyard. We just had a whole lot back there. So my best friend's father, they literally lived diagonally from me. So I jumped the fence to his house, he jumped the fence to mine, and his father built like this wooden backboard with a steel sheet. So anytime the wiffle ball hit it, you'd hear a ting, and that was the strike zone. So he'd come over and we would just have wiffle ball games. Like if I watched football, I'd be like, yo, let's go throw the football around, and we tackle each other and shit. But my brother, dude, he lived for sports. But like even when he played baseball, his number was 18, which was Bobby Labonte for NASCAR. So he'd adopt the number of his NASCAR driver onto his baseball team. So it's so weird how people like their numbers.
It's a good origin story.
Exactly. My father died. He was hit by a race car driver, Bobby Labonte. Dun, dun, dun.
Jesus Christ. I just like my number. Fuck.
It's not that bad. Batman lost both his parents, and he ended up pretty cool.
He ended up cool, but not all right.
Yeah, exactly.
He needs to kill some people. Fuck that shit.
There's actually a list of the times he let people die. So he didn't kill them, but he didn't save them. There's a big laundry list.
That's not the same. That's not the same. I let people die all the time.
Wait, what? We got him.
Oh shit! Damn it! I knew it.
Come get him.
Blueberry.
At least he didn't say BlackBerry. I would have been so upset.
If you had the money like Batman, would you become Batman? Would you do it? Would you like try to
Have you
fight
seen his
crime
workout
and-
regimen? Like I've seen
Would
that.
you
I'm
do
like,
it?
I can't. That's not that am I gonna do it or won't do it? I can't do it. So I'm
Not
okay
with that
with
attitude. You
Yeah,
get
I
out
just-
there and you
like the way
try.
he
You
freaks
lift
out
that
for it.
tire. Slam
I mean,
those
have you
chains.
seen those guys? You watch Christian Bale and the what is it, the Machinist? And he's all skinny, and then 6 months later he's built
Right,
like
he's
bulky
jacked
as
again.
fuck, and I'm like, oh my god, that guy's scary.
That's commitment. Yeah,
That's
the
like-
people that do that always trip me out.
Yeah, man.
That's you mean that camera guy he yelled at? Fuck.
Didn't like, who was it? If not, was it 50 Cent or no? Someone lost a bunch of weight to play a role in a movie, right? I think was it 50 Cent?
Yeah,
Was that gonna
yeah,
play like a
cancer.
drug addict or something? Is that what it was? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. He's such a critically
Yeah.
acclaimed actor.
Yeah. What do you mean? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
yeah.
There's like this
Yeah.
Adrian Brody, there's Christian Bale, there is
And then
there's
there's
so many
Psycho,
different
50
actors
Cent.
you could have mentioned. You're like, I think it was 50 Cent. He lost some weight to be a crackhead.
Now that I think about it, like, oh, thanks, Josh.
I don't know. It's the one that popped in my head. You know.
Did he play a drug dealer who lost weight? I mean, honestly, if he did that for a film, that's dedication. Like, mad respect for that. Like, that
No,
takes
I
a
don't
he
think-
lot.
had cancer and lost
How
weight.
did that? I don't think that movie even.
Well, if you
go
get
out?
sick, it doesn't count. If you lose weight from being sick, you can't be like, oh, look at my challenge. I did all this. Hey, you got sick. Come on, let's keep it real. That's like my family, like, hey, I got the gastric bypass. It's like, yeah, but you're online. Like, your next milestone is like you cut half your stomach out. Which
You
my
blaming?
brother-
You're blaming them?
No,
I
I'm
feel
just
you.
saying. All right. So here's the thing: is I'm saying it's perfectly fine with what you do and how you lost the weight. But my brother, I watched every day hit the gym every fucking day, force himself to eat fucking healthy and not alter his body, alter his mind, which I thought was more challenging and more beneficial because it's more growth. But I put it off in a comedic way, like, come on, guys. He's like, oh, next I lost 50 pounds. Like, you cut out half your stomach, dude. If you eat too much, you throw up.
Still.
What's that?
You cheated. I said you cheated.
It's kind of like you cheated, but also mad respect for
I'm all
losing
day
weight.
working
And
out.
I'm proud.
You guys
Like
see
I'm
me?
very happy that they lost the weight. Just saying that. Very happy you lost the weight. It's much healthier to lose the weight, and good for you for making a choice. Because a lot of those people end up changing their eating habits. Like it's a booster to force them to do it, not to take away from what they do work on and bettering their life. Just saying, like I watched people who literally didn't do any physical changes. They changed their mind, and I respect that a little bit more, if I'm being honest.
I got you. It's the mind is very important. People forget about that. The mind is very important.
Yeah,
My
look
my
at mine.
man,
Mine's fucked.
mine loves pizza, so
And mine runs Forest. Oof.
what?
That sweet ass.
Sorry to interrupt, but Arc is still installing a 506 megabyte install since I started this chat with you guys. Jesus
My wife is
Christ.
still here. You cannot bring up Ark in front of her. She will divorce me.
Also, this Leisure Suit Larry update, guys. Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Fucking forever.
Those were bad times for me. Really fun.
Oh,
though.
dude. Ark, yeah, man. Dude, people lost corporate jobs. People lost wives. People lost their. Dude, I'm not even joking. People tried
I
suing Ark.
believe
They were like, you made the game too grindy, and I love it, but it's just too much.
It was so like I love how grindy it was, but then on the other side, everyone else in my life did not.
Yeah, I've seen friendships destroyed over official PvP maps when they first
Hey,
dropped.
I
Official is
almost
too
went and
much.
slaughtered Josh in real life because you let our dodo bird die.
God
Hey,
damn,
don't even
Josh.
bring it up. Remember when you fell asleep with all the dinosaurs out of the base?
Asleep.
Guy.
What a warrior.
I played Ark briefly with Dave and Josh, and it wasn't really my cup of tea, but I did have an army of freaking spitter things, and that was great.
Hell yeah.
Then Rico, Chico, Deco.
Nico, Nico.
What games do you like though, Derek? Like, so what are you into for RPG wise? Like, what type of styles do you like? Not first person shooters. I'm talking about story based driven games.
Story-based driven games.
RPGs, like even Grand Theft Autos. Something.
I mean,
that
Grand
is-
Theft Auto is good. In one of the previous videos, I talk about how like a game that I always go back to is Dynasty Warriors, and I've played like every installation of Dynasty Warriors, like all 27 or however many of them there are.
I'm not
Yeah.
looking up what Dynasty Warriors is right now.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
That sounds like me.
You know what? That's okay though. That's okay. It's like it's a hack and slash, and it's just based off of like the Chinese the Han Empire. There we go, or the Han Dynasty, and it has like some historical characters, some kind of fictional characters, but I don't. It's been going since probably like the year
Dawn of
2000.
time.
Yeah, there's so many adaptations of that game. I like Final
The
Fantasy
PlayStation
games.
2.
Whoa. Yeah, it was on PlayStation 2. Yeah. Good call.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I didn't say thank you, but okay. And then
Didn't have to. You're welcome. PlayStation.
but then like I didn't play Grand Theft Auto until like Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. But that made me want to play the previous Grand Theft Autos. I just can't do it because the graphics are all crazy and whack and stuff. But I'm hoping that
Especially when you hit like Grand Theft Auto 3 and the buttons just don't work how you thought they did. It's like it was designed for somebody who only had 3 fingers. And it's like, what are you doing with this thing? Yeah, it's tough. San Andreas though, bro, I'm just gonna say San Andreas and even arguably Vice City should be something you could get into. I understand the graphic problem, but if you just give it about 2 hours and you're playing the game and you just kind of see how it is, you will end up forgetting about it.
Hey, Matt. So what got you into gaming? Like, how did gaming start for you?
Well, my dad left me. My
Oh,
dad was
Okay,
hit by a
next
race
question.
car.
Anyways,
No, honestly, man, pretty much fucking hated people growing up, man. There's nothing against people. They just disappointed me. I don't know. I didn't have a very like a wealthy upbringing where I was stress free. I understand like people, there's white privilege out there for people, but I think that's for like people who really did get a good like golden ticket in life. Like their family was cognitively stable. They didn't hate each other. There wasn't a lot of bickering. They actually loved their child and supported them and was like they wanted the best for them. And that's why they worked every day and stuff like that. And I had a great mom, but there was a lot of faults and a lot of shit. So when you play I powered on Fable one time, dude. And it's about like a kid about 8 years old. And your first task is to get enough money by helping out villagers to get your sister a gift or stealing from villagers and shit.
Oh, that was that's Fable 2, right? The second one?
That's it's the first one. Well,
the
dude,
first one.
they're both like the second one. Remember, Lucian takes him and the daughter into the castle, shoots them.
Oh yeah.
the
Well, I never
window.
played the first one, but the second one I remember very vividly. So,
And
yeah.
Sparrow gets shot out the window, dude, but he lives. The seer, she's like, "It's death is not for you today, Sparrow," and she takes you. But in the first one, it's you either steal the gold or you earn the gold by helping out villagers to get a present for your sister. And then the next thing, bandits come and kill everybody in your family. And you see one hero save you, and he's like, "You're gonna come to the guild with me," and you become a hero. And so, me seeing a little kid who went through a shitty thing become a hero, I was like, I could become a hero. And so I was like, dude, I love Fable, bro. I played that shit religiously. And that was just like when I first realized that it's a great escape from all the fucking bullshit. So when I eventually got into middle school and high school, I'm like, man, fuck these people. They'll never understand me. And I slam my book bag down. I power on Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, be like, yeah, CJ, let's go kill and take over this gang. And it was like, yeah, it's just like an awesome time.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. I like that.
I feel like that's a lot of kids. Like you need an escape.
Everybody, dude.
Yeah, it's a perfect escape to real world, to the fantasy, whatever you want to be into, whatever you want to do, or even just something fun. But yeah, it's
Call of Duty
got more popular.
Mindless killing, man. Hell yeah. That's what people are like. They're like, oh, video games ruin the world, or they alter your mind. It's like, no, actually they don't. If anything, you can act out aggression on a video game without any repercussions before you take it on in real life. And if you're going to think about that media warping somebody's mind, one can argue that cinema does it so much worse because we depict crazy tyrannical people in such a way. We watch shows where there is rape and killing and stuff like that. And it's like, people who watch those movies don't go out and rape people and kill people. Why? Because it's just a pop culture thing.
True.
And if anything, games like, first of all, Ark, if you ask me,
it's not even relatable. Like,
well, not yeah, you can't. It's not about killing. You aren't going out taming dinosaurs or anything in real life playing Ark.
What?
No, I'm saying like it's not relatable like killing people is like to other games. But what I'm saying is like with Ark, like if you asked me before I played Ark, someone was like, "Yo, man, how do you make a bullet?" First of all, I'd be like, "Yo, get the fuck away from you, creep." What question is that? And second of all, I wouldn't be able to answer that question, dude. I don't know how to make a bullet, but I played Ark, and Ark's basic core principle is you craft everything. It's a crafting game. So you go out there, you hit a little stone, you get some flint and some stone, and you craft it, and you grind it down in a mortar and pestle into a spark powder, and then you burn wood for charcoal, and you mix spark powder with charcoal, and that's how you get gunpowder. And then you take a metal thing, and then you get it, and you smelt it. You smelt the ore down into an ingot, and then you smelt the ingot down and fabricate it into a thing where you insert the gunpowder. It's like, I know how to do that now because of fucking Ark. And it's like, it's a fucking video game. But I'm just saying, like, if you have a kid playing a game that's so intricate, it expands the mind's critical thinking ability. Like, it's not going to make you the most educated man, but it at least expands the mind to what it needs to focus on and learn. And you could probably make someone not very smart, but very clever from playing intricate games that force your brain to work harder. You know what I'm saying?
Have you met Josh?
Yeah.
Contrary.
Yeah, but this all forces your mind to move.
But no, that makes sense though. I mean, it's just like a way of developing a way of, like you said, critical thinking, not like overall intelligence or like academically thinking, but just a way of problem solving. And,
oh yeah, you can't learn physics from the video game. You know what I'm saying? But you can learn about problem solving better, which can help you in school, which is the key thing. It helps you like think about. It just helps you think about things differently, or the ability
you learn to rationalize. And
that, yes, exactly.
And even like if like, and it might not exactly help. Well, I think it would help with school also in the sense that like it's not really that that school is hard, but you might not see the point like in going to school. So there might not be a lot of effort, but like developing a way of rational thinking.
Well, it is applicable. So that thing is like the video games like Ark and Rust and crafting simulator games are really good for expanding the mind. But you can make stuff that is like educational, like Assassin's Creed. That not all of it is true, but there's a lot of true history in there that you can really learn from, and you can retain it. I was able to retain a lot of stuff from Assassin's Creed that it's actually historically accurate, and it's fascinating about stuff that you can learn from that game if you apply that, because there's a lot of like learning centers that apply like digital games to mathematics or something like that. Like it does work, But you're gonna want games to not just teach people. You're gonna want stuff to make them clever or their brain a little bit a better malleable to problem solving and things like that. Like it's good. Like if you're gonna go out camping, you need to know exactly what you need to fucking camp. Because once you're out there camping and you need something, well, you're fucked.
Gunpowder.
You're gonna go to school. Yeah, gunpowder, metal ingots, Ark, Survival Evolved, computers.
Very true.
Sorry guys, I talk a lot. I talk for a living, so.
No, this is good. Have you guys seen that new Batman movie coming out? The actual
The Batman
trailer, the Batman. Yeah, I guess it's called The Batman.
Is it? No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks good,
looks
man.
pretty good.
So they, I saw like a little like they had a screening for it, and they're not supposed to say anything, but some dude just came out and like didn't spoil anything. He just did his review on it, and he said like it was like the best Batman movie yet or whatever. Like best Batman, what would you call that? Like
adaptation.
Batman adaptation. And it was like more of a horror movie, I guess, supposedly is what this guy was saying. Then it was just kind of crazy. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I love me some Batman. So
can we watch the trailer somewhere?
Yeah, YouTube. The announcement trailer was like 4 months ago.
Jordan, our show's on.
Actually,
do you watch our show?
After that 2K match, you should watch it because I did like the trailer.
Yeah,
the part where they're like this guy jumps down in a bat outfit and there's like gang of dudes are like, who are you? And he just picks a dude and beats the fuck out of him, like smashing his face, and he's like, vengeance. And everyone's like, oh fuck.
I think because like that specific part of the trailer, I think that's the first time you actually see like the comic book Batman beating somebody up, because it's a lot more gruesome. Maybe I don't know if gruesome's a little too much.
It's dark. Yeah, no, it's
like,
darker. So it's the first. They are trying to realistically depict the mental illness that would come from being Batman.
Yeah,
I got to think. All right, so break it down. Like this is if you're going to be an actor. What's that?
So that's a different side of it I like.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's realistic. They're gonna, when you're an actor and you're trying to break down something, it's all what the director wants anyways. But what you would to do if you're gonna be like, all right, so if the way that they're doing it, if you wanted, you'd be like, all right, this guy is Batman. How did he become Batman? Well, he watched murder of his parents, which forced him to reflect on the fear that he saw by the animal that he thinks is fearful to him. So he uses that thing that fears him to scare the people in the dark that caused that fear from him seeing his parents died and how fearful he was. So it's like, it is vengeance. It's, you did this to me. Now you're going to fucking get this. But to go that dark and to let your wild side take over is to not be really human, which is the same thing where Joker's argument is like Batman creates him because he uses the mental illness for such good that he uses the mental illness for such bad. He's the yin to his yang, the yang to his yin. He's completes him. Without Batman, he can't live, so he won't kill Batman, as Batman won't kill him. It's just like that's how the whole story is. So they're playing him as somebody. So when you've seen him beat the fuck out of the person, like he's beating the fuck out of a kid, like a teenage kid, just beating the fuck out of him, like in front of all these other people, and he just looks up at vengeance. You're like, oh shit! And then when you see his face in the trailer, you're like, oh shit, man, that guy's on Xanax. Or some shit.
It's different. It's very different because it's like all the versions of Batman that we've seen. It's like he's like, yeah, it always talks about like Batman being mentally messed up and stuff, but when he's fighting somebody, he's never fighting somebody out of anger. Like he's fighting like because that's what he does. And he's going to stop somebody. This is the first time where it's like he's fighting somebody literally just to fuck them up. Like because that's how angry he is.
Oh yeah, I like that kind of Batman.
So yeah, it's pretty cool though.
Which makes sense because that's how police treated him the whole time. And when you get Batman, who is just playing the iconic Honorable Knight version of Batman, and that was the point of Dark Knight, he had to go down as the one who killed Harry, so Harry wasn't known as Two-Face.
Right.
And he was blamed for killing everybody in that whole situation. It was Batman's fault. Batman tricked everybody to be seen as the villain, which is how the cops treated him. In this one, like he's beating the fuck out of people. Like when you in the movie where like Ben Affleck, where they're like, oh man, he's branding people. You're like, well, he's branding people. When you're seeing him beat the fuck out of people, like, oh man, he's beating the fuck out of people, dude.
Oh yeah, it's different when you're getting your ass beat the fuck out of.
Some real shit, man. I've had the shit kicked out of me before, bro. Very realistic.
The special effects are amazing.
Like, hey man, that scene looks very real. How'd you guys pull it off? Oh, he beat the fuck out of someone. Yeah, Robert Pattinson.
that happened.
He beat the fuck out of a dude. Oh, but what were we talking about yesterday, dude? Oh yeah. So we were saying that that person said that is probably the best adaptation of Batman we've seen, and I was saying I don't find that hard to believe because if you think of the other Batman renditions, I get it. I get it. What the fuck is his name? Michael Keaton is an amazing Batman. I love the 1989 Tim Burton's Batman. I was born in 89. I grew up watching that as my first version of Batman. And that's one of my favorite Batmobiles out of all of them ever, period. But everybody's iconic Christian Bale films was actually made possible by Chris Nolan because of the dark version he chose to depict was our first version of a dark universe and Heath Ledger's depiction of the Joker.
Yeah,
and that's really what carries those three films, even though Heath Ledger was only the second one. But it's because when just like Robert Paddington or Patterson, whatever, I think it's Patterson. Robert Paddington.
Patterson.
I call him Paddington.
Edward from Twilight.
Edward.
Yeah, the Twilight dude.
Last name's
the vampire guy.
But immediately when they were like, oh, he's gonna be Batman, I was like, perfect. And it's because I remember when they announced Heath Ledger, everybody was like, dude, this romance, dude. Everybody who praises him now won't tell you when they announced him, they were like, dude, that guy's going to be the Joker.
Oh, I 100%
did that. And
then
he died, and everybody was like, dude, I can't wait to see what he does with the role. I can't wait. And then when it came out, everybody's like, dude, he was fucking, and rightfully so. That had nothing to do with him dying. He was fucking amazing, dude. He's such a fucking good actor. But from day one, I was like, I can't wait to see what Heath Ledger does because I never judged somebody. I always wanted to see what they could do with it. And it was the same. It reminded me of that moment. So I was like, I can't wait to see this Batman film. And then I saw the trailer and I was like, I can't wait to see this Batman film because I just feel like picking somebody who you think is not going to do a fit and not to be confused with Ben Affleck because I would have never done that. I go to pull them aside and be like, bro, you're fucked up. You fucked up, dude. But with like Robert Patterson, like, why not? I want to see what he can do. And the thing is, cause I like this dude because I read an article one time that, I mean, I saw a video. You can look it up on YouTube. They're asking him about his, like Twilight films, and a lot of them he's so negative about it. He's like, I think Edward's a creep. He's like, somebody who treats a girl like that, you think that's romance? And it's like you could tell he actually hated the films and he's mad real. So I was a fan of him from these articles and those videos. Like, dude, that guy's real as fuck. I like this dude.
That's cool.
Fuck Twilight.
I mean, I was definitely one of those guys that was like Heath Ledger, like no, like, and then I because like the guy from Brokeback Mountain, and then obviously the movie came out, and I was like, dude, this is the best fucking thing I've ever seen. Like, it was great, and then so now like I've done that, and I'm like, well, now I'm definitely gonna give this Batman a shot here because I'm like, I'm not gonna shit on this dude for being Edward, and all of a sudden
Heath Ledger does do his thing though, so can't hate on the filmography of
Knight's Tale.
Dude, I loved Knight's Tale growing up, dude.
I did too.
Hell yeah,
bro. I even watched that movie with the girl from Save the Last Dance in him.
10 Things I Hate About You. One of the best
something like that, dude. Yeah, bro. Like there was that one I grew up watching in the 90s, Romeo in Love. Because you gotta remember in the 90s, we didn't fucking have HBO Max and shit we could get everywhere. Flipping through channels. So I'm like, I'm watching this fucking romance. I'm like, nothing better to watch.
You had to get your titty any way that you can get your titty, bro. We didn't even have it.
Man, you home from school sick. You watching Wheel of Fortune, motherfucker, than fucking soap operas.
Yeah.
Don't play no games, dude. I've seen Days of My Life, Days of Our Lives, whatever it's
and
called.
And it's still going.
There's something called Passion or something like that.
Matt watches novellas.
Oh yeah.
All My Children. I think that was the one that I was always in. All My Children.
So do The Wire. Me and Josh always quote the dude who goes, she.
Bunk, she.
But dude, The Wire, man, that's what they had. The informants, bro, who would do stuff for the crack and shit or the money to get crack, bro. And it's like, bro, they're risking their fucking lives for everything, man. It's like such a realization of like what drugs can make a human being do. It's fucking crazy because like I'm growing up, everybody's like, dude, don't do weed. Don't fucking do weed or anything. You shouldn't smoke that stuff. And like, I was smoking. I'd be like, man, I'm having a great time. What the fuck are you guys talking about? And I never did crack or or smoke coke or anything like that to the like where I just didn't understand what drugs really did to people. You know, it's because like someone had coke, like, bro, you want to do this? And I'd be like, no, because like, and who
don't know.
Who wants to snort something into their nose? Or I can understand pills, like you swallow a drink, and I've taken Advil. I can understand that, but like heroin, putting a needle in your arm, that's too much work. I'm fucking lazy, bro. That's fuck all that shit, bro.
I don't like needles either. You know, I'm
Give me
out.
a fucking bong, you pack that little fucking thing, and I'm fucking good to go.
My hands not as steady as they used to be back in the day. Get something.
No, but it's like it's a relaxing. Like you give guys a bunch of alcohol, and there's gonna be a fight. You give guys a bunch of weed, and they're gonna fucking fight about what munchies they're all gonna buy each other.
Yeah, Jack in the Box.
Like, Munchie Mills.
I remember, dude, back in the day, like at high school, everybody would smoke. We go get the dollar menu from fucking Wendy's, but there'd be 5 of us, so it'd be like $30, and some motherfucker didn't pay up enough. They'd be like, all right, who ordered what? Why do we got to do this every fucking time?
So you
told
fucked
you
him
if
up,
you
right?
ain't got with cheese money, don't order with cheese. Damn it.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. This guy fucking knows, man. This guy knows.
With cheese money.
That's what. Yeah, when someone's like, "Hey, man, I want the junior bacon with cheese and bacon," you're like, "Damn, this guy's fuck. This guy
loaded.
fucks."
About to rob this motherfucker.
Extra $2 for that bacon.
No, it's mostly like someone got Christmas money or it was their birthday or some shit. So you're like, man, dude, this guy will buy me a fry. I was a boy Johnny, man. Growing up, he always, buy me an onion ring, man. Buy me an onion ring, please. Junior bacon, man.
Wendy's, is that your go-to spot when you're feeling good?
Growing up, yeah, dude, because it was right.
Yeah.
There was one diagonally from my high school, so like we would skip school and fucking go in Wendy's, and like it was like the cops didn't know, like that Wendy's didn't exist, but we just be chilling on there.
Bad.
And the Wendy's didn't give a fuck because we buy shit. Like,
Yeah.
dude, when you're spending your parents' money, you buy stupid shit. Hell yeah, bro. When I was spending parents'
You're
money,
so
man, I was
smart.
like, man, Jordans, no problem. Just kidding. I never got Jordans. I got Fat Farms. If anybody's from an underprivileged area, man, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. I
Hey,
had some
those
Fat
fake ones you got the
Farms.
swap meet.
My guy right there.
Feet backwards.
Yeah,
Backwards
I had
P.
the Bat Bombs.
Oh,
It's the Filipino version, the Bat Bombs.
the Bat Farms.
That's the Jamaican Bat Bombs, man. Yeah, hell yeah, brother. I'll take 2 of those.
Shout out to the swap meet.
Zion, hell yeah. I remember that, dude. I have fucking no idea. I was wearing a Lions shirt with the red, yellow, and green. And someone was like, "Hey, Jamaica, all right?" And I was like, "What?" And I'm a Leo. It's like on my sign's a Leo. So I was like, "Oh, it's a fucking lion." I had no idea it was a fucking Jamaican shirt. I was like, "Oh, that makes so much sense."
I get it.
Open your third eye. Leos around the world.
I don't want to keep you here, Matt, but if you had to shoot, I know you don't play sports, so you might say no to this. If you had to shoot a free throw, if you made it, you get $2 million just to make one free throw right now. But if you miss it, you got to do 6 months in prison. Would you take the shot?
What kind of prison?
Exactly what I was over there saying.
The good kind. The good kind of prison.
Yeah, they're really
I'm
good
going
with
to
they're
female
gonna
prison, dude.
It's a really nice one.
yeah, that's where you go. Yeah. No.
Well, because
Yeah,
there's dude, this is like maximum prison where like if I go in there, dude, I'm gonna be choking on something.
Oh,
And
God.
there's like
Yeah.
other ones that are kind of like summer camp.
Another logical person in that house.
yeah, God dang it, man. You know what? Never mind. Just you cut it. Let's just get out of here.
No. This is a great question, bro. Like, am I talking about maximum prison, dude?
Like butt pounding prison.
Pound town.
How much? How much again?
2 million.
2 million.
Can you make it?
guys, I'm
have you ever-
likable. I'm likable and I'm not cute. So like that's
I
I
mean,
can kind of
you
work.
say
in a
that,
max-
but hey, man.
Oh, you got some
That's true.
one, dude.
I'm not cute in normal standings, but people in maximum prison, you're all right. But here's the thing: is like I think I can weasel my way out of shit. Like I could be
That's-
like, hey man, like dude, like it's dirty down there, bro.
Talk
I
their ear off. I'll just
Hey, did you
shoot
ever play
myself.
ARP?
You know, and if I fucking make it, bro, like that's $2 million.
Hey, can I ask one last one?
Yeah.
What Ninja Turtle are you?
I always, man, this is a good question. I always thought I was Leonardo. It turns out I was a Donatello, bro. I thought it,
sense.
man.
I can see it.
You know,
You and Derek
Welcome
just
to the club.
He's
combo
got the
together.
purple headband on already.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's funny. A coincidence. No, but it's like, cause like I always looked at the dude and I was like, oh man, this fucking nerd, bro. But I was like, man, this dude made some cool ass shit. And he kicked fucking ass like everybody else. And kind of like Donatello, like, I mean, sorry, not Donatello, Leonardo, bro. He kicked ass just like they all kicked the same amount of ass. Like nobody got their ass kicked and was like better than the other one. So it's like it's mostly about the weapon, but like I'm
Casey did.
They all could skateboard.
Casey, that is true. Casey, but Casey could have got his ass kicked by all of them. They were mutant turtles, bro. Like if you fought a mutant turtle in real life, you're fucking losing, bro.
Like, bro, you just got your ass kicked. Like, dude, they're fucking mutant.
Dude, do you know
What's
how
wrong with
crazy
you?
that like who makes a show like that? Do you know if somebody came into a room and was like, hey bro, man, I got a show. It's about these giant mutated turtles that are trained by a rat to fight ninjas. It's like, dude, who the fuck it was like, you know what? That's a great idea. Let's
I
make
mean,
it.
it worked.
It's
didn't
gotta
it?
be like-
Gambino.
It's
Fever
gotta be
dream.
someone that has like a bunch of turtles, and some friend walks in like, "Why the fuck do you have these? What do they do? Like, make them cool." And it's like, I'd have to mutate the shit out of them to do that.
They just like pet them and like they will fight one day.
And
They
then you
will
name them
fight.
after Renaissance artists.
There's
Yeah, right.
a broke dude, and he's in a board meeting, and he literally did coke and hookers all night, and so he's got no fucking idea of what he's gonna say, and he's sitting there in the fucking room, and all of a sudden they're like, "All right, dude, what is this fucking thing? If you do not give us a fucking idea, bro, you are fired. All right, we have had too many fucking problems with you." And he like looks over and he sees like a bowl of turtles. He's like, all right, so here's the thing is, all right, these fucking turtles are mutated, and a rat also mutated, but he also came from Japan, so he teaches them how to fight ninjas. Like, and they were like, you know what? This is fucking
Turtles?
brilliant.
Oh my god,
Oh, yes.
I love it. I'm in. How do I invest?
You go back in time
Oh,
and you
yeah.
meet the dudes who actually created it, and you invest.
First, you get a bowl, and then you get some turtles, dumbass.
Well, and some guy
bowl
was
of
like,
what?
you know what? Some guy was like sitting there one day watching Ninja Turtles. Was like, what if we did this with sharks? And then Street Sharks came out, and we
That
got a
was a
little
good
taste
show,
of
though.
Street Sharks.
Yo.
And that's when someone was
Wow.
like, you know what? This is a little too crazy.
let's go with Toads. And then they did the
But then
Battle
there's
Toads.
a game
Battletoads.
Battletoads. Is that based off a show?
I don't know. No, probably not.
Isn't
'Cause
it?
Did they do, like, what-
there's-
They did one with rats though too, didn't they? Because they used to have a toy of like these rats. I don't remember what that show was called. That was a
I think I know
show.
what you're talking about, but I don't remember the name either.
Let's just say
Pinky
Teenage
and the
Mutant
Brain?
Ninja Rats. Huh?
Pinky and the Brain.
No.
Pinky in the Brain. Dude, not a lot. Dude, Animaniacs, man. I used to love that show.
Yeah.
There's a lot of clever humor in there. Like there's a joke from Animaniacs where like it's like they gave the idea to Einstein about EMC squared because they were trying to teach Yakko how to read and so how to spell Acme.
Did he do it?
He didn't spell Acme, but he M equals C squared.
I
So
thought maybe.
Einstein.
I thought maybe I had a shot.
Did
No,
anybody
Josh,
here
you're
ever
wrong.
see a show with like a bunch of dogs and they were normal fucking dogs? There's a Rottweiler, like a golden retriever was owned by the president. But when their collars went off and beeped, they went through these secret tubes in all their houses that somehow were there conveniently. And they turned into like anthropomorphic dogs where they had like the body of a human, but the face of a dog and they could speak and everything like that. And they would save the world.
Sounds
Dude, I don't-
terrifying.
No.
Yeah,
I've never
it
heard of
was.
that.
Especially my grandmother would beat me while I watched it. That was the
Like, you're on
terrifying part.
LSD. That's on LSD a lot.
That's
Jeez.
multitasking.
It was a show, bro. I don't know the name of it, but fuck, let me look this shit up. Maybe this wasn't even a real show. I did just dream it.
He dreamed it.
I
Told you,
I
we seen
Googled-
this guy with diamonds over here.
Hitting that
I
soup a
googled
little
dogs who
more, huh?
became superheroes, and it's just like dogs like painted up as Cyclops and other X-Men.
Shout out your
Yeah, real quick. Shout out your
socials, your Twitch, all that.
Oh yeah, please.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I'm on Pornhub.
How we met.
Twitter at Funny Matters,
was the
twitch.tv/Funny
OnlyFans?
Matters, onlyfans.com/thickjesus. Yeah, I should make that. But I was thinking about making
Hey,
it
you
something
better
called.
trademark that.
I should. I got Thick
Yeah.
Jesus under my Twitter hashtag, and I own Funny Matters on Twitter, so I'm happy with that. But I was thinking about making an OnlyFans where it's just like different styles of how you cook ham and sliced ham and ham sandwiches, and it's called Only Hams is the name of the account. So I might try to make that really quick because it's just a funny pun that I don't know what happened. But yeah, check me out on Twitter, twitch.tv at Funny Matters. I really don't do social medias, so I'm a loser. But yeah.
Definitely check out his stream, guys. Very entertaining. Does a lot of good role playing. It's a great time. Go check him out.
Thank you for joining, everybody. Thank you, Matt, for joining us. This is a really good show. If you guys liked what you saw and what you heard, go ahead and give us a like. Also subscribe, and you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram. We look forward to seeing you guys next time. Again, this is Derek, and I'm here with Josh, Dave, Jordan, and Matt. And this was Beyond the Game.
What did you learn today?
I need to quit my fucking job.